but it looks like it is now up. And remember to tell the good people that they can comment. We'll be showing it on screen from YouTube and from Facebook.
Okay.
And so we are up and live. I just got to get Tony's levels.
Yeah, turn your mic off, yeah.
Tony, can I get your levels real quick? Or Marty, you want to tell him as soon as he's down?
I told him.
And just to let everyone know who might be listening, we'll be starting this week's episode of Motivation to Hustle really quick. We got a great guest, the comedy star. You might know her from Instagram, TikTok, or local stage. Or it looks like a basketball court, one of the cases, too. So, Ashli Henderson, super funny.
Yes, sir.
You'll enjoy this. Let's see. We'll be starting very soon. Guys, I'm just going to link up the chat, and then we'll be good to go.
Let's go. Everybody watching, get involved, like and subscribe. Let's go.
All right. I'll let you guys know as soon as it's ready. Okay, guys, we're all good. And we just want to let everyone know that we're going to be starting really quick here. If you want to help share this, we always appreciate that. But if you comment below the video on YouTube or Facebook, we'll show your comments on screen. You can get at everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that your way of saying you're ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
New guy.
It's the
It's the new Twin Cities. Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
It's the new Twin Cities.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's
the
the
new
new-
Twin Cities.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the new Twin Cities. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. It's the new Twin Cities podcast with Fresh and Tony, man. We're here, episode 11. Let's get it, baby.
12.
How we doing? Why'd I say 11?
12.
Because I smoked before I came in. That's why, all right?
Hey,
we on
guys.
episode 12, all right?
Yep.
We got a
Let's get
speaker
it.
on in there too that's feeding back, just to let you know. Someone's got a speaker on. And it gets
All right. All right. All right. We got the live in the live. Let's get it, man. Episode 12 again. 12th episode, man.
Bro, we on the 12th episode, man.
Couple months in. You know what I'm saying?
How you feeling about it?
Man, crazy. Feels like we've been doing it for a year already.
Right? I feel so comfortable behind this mic now. Like,
So,
I feel like a pro at it. Like,
yeah, man.
on my Vlad shit.
Yeah.
Better than Vlad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll be legends in this shit. For real.
Yeah,
Like,
from Minnesota.
from Minnesota.
Facts.
There we go.
All right.
Y'all can hear me now?
All right. Yeah, man. We in the building. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Man, so
Wanna
we're
introduce
here, man. We got a great episode today. Yes, sir, man. We got the one and only great comedian, skit genius. We got Ashli Henderson in the building, y'all.
Woo!
All right. So we'll get to her in a minute, you know. We'll just, how you doing this week first?
I'm doing good, man. Happy Memorial Day,
Yeah.
weekend. I had a great weekend, man. Just kicked it with the family.
Yes, sir.
We cooked. Got to be around all, my nephews, my niece, and my brothers, cousins. Like, it's always good when we get together, man. It's
Hell
always
yeah.
laughs and fun, and we just do a lot of joking on each other, man. And it's fun,
Yeah, man.
Uh,
I feel you.
yeah, how was your weekend?
It was the same, man. We had barbecues. We had a barbecue and a fiesta. My girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fiesta.
Yeah.
Fiesta.
Yeah. Shoot, my girl's cousin came in from Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Yeah, so he came in with the family. He drove 13 hours.
Oh,
man.
shit. Did he come in with the gas?
Hey, you know what? He said he only dropped $200 on gas. You feel me?
I meant the gas.
Oh, he didn't come with that.
He didn't come with the
Nah,
gas,
man. He's a
huh?
family man,
Okay.
unfortunately.
You say
Nah,
Denver,
man.
I automatically think they coming with that shit.
I know, man.
You know,
I know.
so-
Like I said, as I already predisposed, I indulged in the gas before I walked in, so I'm a little slow right now. Apologies.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Had that nice string. you
Oh
feel me?
yeah. That shit.
Yeah, you know how it go, man. But yeah, man, it was good, man. It's Memorial Day. It's honestly hot in this motherfucker right now.
It
man.
is. I'm seeing you
Like,
sweating and shit. Like,
Yeah, like usually it'd be like a dungeon down here. You feel me?
Yeah.
But
it's nice and warm. I guess that means
Yeah.
it's summer outside, right?
yeah, man, the summer's here. You feel me? So it's it's a good feeling. The weather's nice. I hope all y'all out there enjoying the barbecue or at least just getting outside. You feel me? Enjoying your day off.
Man, people use this days to get slapped, like get fucked up. Like I seen
Man.
people drinking this morning at like 8 o'clock. Mimosas ready to go, all type of shit. Like grandmas, aunties, they out. They ain't gotta work. Shit.
Right? The people I was at my other hustle, you feel me?
Uh-huh.
And they had the vodka out already at 10 a.m., you know? So I
Why
was
you
like,
yeah, shit,
yeah,
getting it in. That's
yeah.
hey, it's a free day, man.
for real. But you know what? I want to hop right into it, you know, because before the show, man, Ashley had it going in here.
Right,
You
right.
know,
She was in this
like,
bitch
You
preaching.
know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I thought the show started already, you know? So, you know.
So she
why-
had her
why-
audience. She got her audience ready, man. So
Yeah, so I
Let's
think
jump right
we should
into
hop
it.
right to it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Gabe,
Let's-
can we get Ashley in here?
Woo, there she
what's
go.
up?
What
Let's
up,
get it.
Ashley?
What's the deal? Am I live? Am I here?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we
yes.
really on Earth?
Are we here, Maxwell?
Hey, she been calling my dog
Look,
Maxwell
wait,
since
look.
he came in this motherfucker.
Listen, the way he looking, he's singing them notes. I'm about to sneak it. Can I say that on live?
You can say anything you want,
can
man.
say
This is
anything you
free,
want.
man. This we
Okay, I like that. I need
You feel
that.
me? This is the Real Nigga Podcast.
Real Nigga
you know what I'm
Podcast.
saying?
That-
Good
that's
shit.
why I got the realest one here.
yeah,
shit,
we had to
man.
get you in here, man.
Had to,
Come on now.
man. You going crazy. You posted something this morning and it was only on on the net for maybe 40 minutes and it hit 600 likes. You feel me? Like, is that?
Drinking Love.
Yeah,
man. You cold. You so cold at that shit, man. You be right on point with this shit.
I just put a lot of time and effort into the work. Me and my guys, you know, my cameraman Java, he does the recording and the coloring, and Keith Sosa, we show up and we do what we're supposed to do. I do a lot of the editing along with Java, and we just make magic happen. It's like, we have fun.
Y'all do.
Okay.
Y'all really do.
Yeah.
And I can tell just y'all chemistry like on the videos. Let's speaking of videos, let's get into your first like viral, was it like Instagram or TikTok video? That it
went viral on TikTok, Twitter, and then Instagram.
The Missy Elliott joint. Can we pull that up?
Yeah. Lose Control.
Lose Control. Yep.
Went viral on everything.
Here we go.
Y'all finna play that?
Yep. We're gonna play.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Rock a show.
She snapped on this.
Pop a head, knock a beat, scholar, tail dropper.
I was in there for a minute.
I got a cute.
Yeah,
that's hard, man.
That's dope. So that was the first one that really did it, right? To where you felt like the world watching kind of now. Like
that was the biggest one, yeah. And it was crazy because I was on the way. So when I had the idea to do the Whitney Houston joint, and I Will Always Love You, the I Will Always Love You. Java had the idea to do that one.
Okay.
Actually, it was Java's idea. It was my idea to do Heartbreak Hotel.
Okay.
And then Java was like, no, we got to do the I Will Always Love You. Because he had the sword at the crib.
Okay.
Java was like real anime, weird.
Yeah.
He's my nerd. So he had the sword. We did that, and it went crazy on TikTok. I just posted on the random day, like, let me just mess with TikTok. It went crazy. So then I was like, bro, we got to do the Missy Elliott. And I told him the wrong video, but I explained Lose Control. So he knew what I was talking about.
Okay.
And I was like, but you got to bury me in the sand. He like, no, we really going to bury you, though, Ash. So I'm like, let's do this. And then we did that, man. And then I just posted it. And so on the way, and the way we work is once I post the video, I'm usually working on the next video at that moment. Like, so when I post, a lot of times I get back to the comments because I'm recording again. You know? I don't really sit
just
on
right
nothing.
back to the work.
Yeah, everything is back to the work for me.
Back to the work.
With comedy too, you know. So so long story short, so on the way, so I post that, and I'm on the way because we had the idea to do the Sierra. Java wanted to do the Sierra, but I'm like, if we do this, we got to drive to St. Cloud because my boy got the car. So he like, boom. If y'all don't know, if y'all not from Minnesota, you know, St. Cloud, an hour and a half away from where I live. You know, so that's out my jurisdiction for the police.
Hey, man.
But I'm like, we got to make this drive. My cameraman down the ride. Boom, we go crazy. We drop the video. It's going crazy. It's doing crazy numbers. This is my first time really experiencing going viral for real. So, boom, I'm driving, and Missy Elliott shared the video, but we don't see it. Java's reading the comments, laughing. I'm like, bro, read my comments to me, because that's my favorite thing about posting videos.
Right, the
He
reception.
read my comments, because they really be funny, though. You know? And he like, yeah, he in the middle of reading, he like, yeah, Missy Elliott posted a video, da-da-da-da-da. Missy Elliott reposted the video. I literally let go of the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel, Missy Elliott.
Yeah, that's a big piece of news.
What?
I mean, come on, that's the queen of studs. I mean, not saying she's a stud, but you know, I love Missy
is
Elliott.
she really though? I really always wanted
Hey,
that.
I don't know that
never,
woman's lifestyle. What she say? Who I'm liking, who I'm fucking. Man, I don't worry about that. Listen, I just love Missy Elliott.
Right, that's why I never
Yeah, that's
questioned
big
it.
dog.
Like,
That's big dog.
So
Period. But
she reposted it. So on your way to
she
on the way to
posted
St.
on her
Cloud, you
Instagram.
reposted on the
That's
Instagram.
big.
on my way to record the Sierra and Luda, she reposted that one. Then boom, we dropped Sierra and Luda, and then it just kept taking off. And I'm like, nah. But it's so crazy though, because years before, when I was like, well, I think me and Java been friends for a really long time. That's my brother now. Like that's really been my brother since the day we met. My cameraman. So years ago, we were doing this thing called Twin Tuesday, but it was really, we was doing the people that we knew, and we were doing the exact same thing, but just with people that we knew personally. So it was hitting different on social media because it was only for the people that knew us and
Knew the people that you were talking about.
So the way, that's the way God work. I love God. So he was already planting the seed. So that way, when we got to this point, we had already perfected what had already been birthed years ago. So thank you to God. Big shout out to God for allowing that to happen. But everything is timing.
That chemistry y'all got is so cold. Like y'all could tell, you could tell y'all just all on the same kind of wave, like the vibration. So y'all on the way to the St. Cloud, you get the You get the notification from Missy, and from there, after she posted it, did your followers like just skyrocket?
It started shooting up because what happened was I'm in the nail shop the next day getting my feet done, and Shade Room inboxed me. Can we repost your video? Once Shade Room reposted the video, my numbers juked. Like, I went from like, and my cousins was screenshotting my numbers. I mean, I went from 3,000 followers to like 10,000 in weeks, in a couple of weeks. But on the flip side, I didn't just get that overnight.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
I literally was right back to it. Boom, boom.
Man,
Javaris and both of us, we were literally, and y'all don't even understand, like, I'm up at 5 a.m. All I do is comedy for a living. So I'm up at 5 a.m. thinking about what I want to do. Or me and Java's posting. We're sharing each other. We're thinking about what to do next. Both of us, because it's not always just my idea, you know? And then we're passing it, and then we're planning to meet at 8 a.m. And then we're shooting all day. Then I got to go and perform. Then we're coming back for a nighttime shoot. Like the Monica video, which went viral, which was the next biggest video to go viral after the Missy.
Okay. So Sierra, you posted the Sierra one right after the Missy, right?
Yep.
And that didn't take off.
It went viral.
Hard.
It did good. It did a great job.
Okay.
It definitely hit numbers, more numbers than I had ever seen.
Okay.
Other than the Missy, but then when I did Monica,
that
went great because it went viral on. Missy went viral on TikTok, Facebook. It went viral on everything, but Monica did like crazy numbers all the way to the YouTube. I think her YouTube video went up. Like,
damn.
Yeah, that Monica, because it was just so detailed. Like, we had everything all the way to me getting on the roof.
Y'all be killing that shit.
Yeah,
man, y'all
all on the cell phone.
Y'all picked the coldest parts to pick out, like that stands out. That
well, it's the
so
parts
dope.
that make us laugh. Me and Java are like, when you get us together, it's like twins. Like, we got our own language. So the shit that made us laugh in real life, we just start recording it. Like I just did with you with the, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like this is the shit that I be thinking about. I'm random. Like, so y'all getting my random thoughts.
Man, she got out ready to work, right?
Yeah.
As soon as she hopped out the car, walking into place, she like, hold on, do this.
The thought came to my mind.
So, and it's going up right now as we speaking.
I appreciate
and that's
that.
how you supposed to work though, because like it's like they're like thought bubbles, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
lose those, and if you're acting on them, and the work is shown, and the proof is in the pudding. You feel me?
Man, you don't even think twice. I ain't even see you think twice. You just like, fuck it, let's do it.
Well, the thing is I did that for so long. Like I was talking about with my sexuality and my personality all together. Like even with my artwork, I'm such a perfectionist that I was sitting second guessing myself. My best friend and them will tell you, like, I'll send the videos. Y'all think this is a hit, this is a hit, this is a hit. As soon as I post it, 30 seconds later, it's a hit. Yeah. You know, why did I even second guess myself?
Right.
God trusts me with this vision. Why am I second guessing myself? So I had to get to that point where it's like, okay, God, if you giving it to me, then I'm gonna just post it. What the hell? Who cares?
Man, that's how
awesome.
And that's how we work. Like we get we get everything from God. Like He put it inside us, and man, we just go with it.
That's
like,
it. That's it.
Like He told me, like, go get Ashley on the show. I just went for it, and it was like that. Like, and that's what ensures us that it's supposed to happen, because it happens easily. You know, it ain't no hurdles we gotta jump, ain't no crazy shit we gotta do. It just happens.
But you know, and to speak to that, because that is true. However, in my experience, sometimes God prunes you, right? So a lot of the time when you need something good, it takes a lot of bad to happen.
Yeah, you're right.
When something grows, it has to break through a shell. And so sometimes God will allow things. I don't say that God puts things on us, but sometimes He'll allow things to happen to see just how hard you'll work. Because if I can trust you with little, then I'll bless you with a lot. However, I have to know your character. Because once you get here, am I gonna have to worry about your ego, what you think about yourself, or am I gonna get the glory? Because really, you couldn't do it without me to begin with.
Damn, that's deep.
And I think that's where a lot of people miss it. I hate to go to church on everything, but I have to. It's in me.
That's what we
and so a lot of people miss that part. They get what God gave them, and then they hold their hands closed because they forget the source that it came from. You know, we always ask God to enlarge our territory, but we don't ask God to prepare us for when we get it.
Get there. Shit.
And a lot of the time, I'm careful about what I ask for, because I have to make sure that I'm in position, because I just might miss that thing. Or I might get it and I don't know what to do with it. I don't maintain it. Some people get the money, can't maintain it. God, don't give me the million until I know what to do with it. Because if I get it and lose it, I'm going to suck even more than when I didn't have it.
Man. And that's real. That's real.
Yep.
A lot of people don't think like that. They just want the money.
I have to. I done lost too many times. Now I don't take L's. I learn lessons.
Yep.
No, I'm 31 years old. I made all those decisions before I turned 30. I said once I turn 30, I'm done making those same decisions.
Exactly, man. And that's like the
epiphany,
right? You just had an epiphany one day. Like, shit, I gotta stop playing.
I started paying attention to the words I was saying in my prayers.
Oh.
I started paying attention to it. I used to be in the Army. And I only joined the Army because I wanted to take care of my baby. I didn't want her to depend on anyone but me. And I was given $10,000 and I blew it. Then I had other opportunities and I blew it. And the whole time, all those moments, I'm, God, if you get me out this situation, God, if you get me out this, but I kept finding myself in them same damn situations. So now I'm paying attention. God, okay, you're getting me out of this situation, but how am I getting back to it? Okay, so Lord, don't bless me. Prepare me so that when I'm blessed, I know how to handle what I'm getting.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep working hard for it. I know how to not just handle it, but I appreciate it. Have you ever gave somebody something and you ever bought somebody something expensive and you come over their house and it's in the floor? You don't even appreciate it. So now you don't want to buy them nothing else.
At all. They don't even say thank you when they get it.
Come on now. And a lot of time I think we do that with God.
Ooh.
And we do that with our resources, with the people around us that invest. Because we don't only do that with God, we do that with the people that invest their time and their energy into us. You know, our fans, our followers, our supporters, whether they be financial, whether they be spiritual, sexual, or whatever wherever they may serve you. I think a lot of the time to show appreciation and to show intentionality is a major, major asset to where you go in life.
Damn. And that's true. I believe in that.
And that opens a lot of doors.
Yes.
You know?
And it keeps them open.
Because it's your character. It's not your clothes.
Yeah.
It's not
Man,
I
be trying to tell people it ain't money, man. People like put so much power into money, and it's not. Money don't get you nowhere, man. It's the relationship, it's the character you have, the character you built. People respect that and love you for you being yourself.
Absolutely.
You want another one?
Yes, please.
Gotcha.
Please top me up. It's a holiday. I'm off. This is my off day.
Yeah, get comfortable. Yeah.
Y'all my guys. Y'all share everything, and this is what I'm talking about. Appreciation. Y'all share everything. This was my off day. I literally been running back and forth since Wednesday. I drove to Philly.
Damn, you drove.
I physically drove. So let me tell you, I was supposed to have some people. Things happen.
Right.
Things happen. So my homegirls couldn't show. One of my cousins came, but she don't drive. So I drove myself. And, she and I, she rode with me, but I drove us to Philly, performed, came back, did the boat, drove to St. Croix to do the boat ride, came back, drove to Hopkins to do the performance on Sunday. And so when you call me, I'm like, they share my shit. They fuck with me. I'm going to make the time on my day off. But that's the appreciation. That's the heart that I have.
And that's gonna take you far though. You know, that's what takes you far.
Yeah.
Like showing that love back to the people that always shows you love.
Well, if Jesus did it, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Like my whole life is based off the Book of Luke. The book of Luke changed me. And that's really, I think that really describes the heart of Jesus. The Book of Luke. He just didn't pay attention to all the bullshit. You know, he was just who he was, no matter what they said, no matter what was going on, no matter who praised him. He just was who he was. He's like a Malcolm X and Martin Luther King to me. And I don't even come from a real spiritual place with it. I really come from just the story. Even if people just believe it's a fable, I love that fable. That's my favorite fable. You know what I mean? So,
and is that because it's relevant to, or has it guided you to this point?
Well, you can learn, even if you don't believe in it, you can learn from it. I learn from Muslims. I love Buddhists. I read about Buddhism all the time, if I'm correct, pronouncing that correctly, because I love the peaceful and the serenity about it, you know. However, my life is established and my belief is established in Christ. And I just believe that the stories that they tell and the teachings that are in there, if you really interpret it correctly, you can learn a lot. Like I said, you can pick and choose what you learn from, but the Book of Luke, it definitely changed my life. For sure.
And if you pick the right things to learn, then you're gonna get to a better place.
Man, fast too.
That's
whatever.
life, though. Whatever. I mean, my cousin told me. One of my old homies told me. He's my cousin, but he's really an old homie. He was like, people gonna throw mud on your wall. Whatever stick. Whatever slide off, let it go.
Let it go.
And that's talking about information and teaching you. So
damn. Yeah, that's deep, man. So let's take it back to the beginning now. So you from Minneapolis, North Side?
Minneapolis to be exact.
Born. Okay.
Yeah, born and raised
Born
North
and raised.
Minneapolis.
Okay.
Hennepin County, baby.
How was your upbringing? Mom, dad.
My mom died at 7. Like I told you earlier. Yep. Pops, definitely always in my life, but young dad. So I was raised by my grandparents. Mm-hmm. I'm an old soul because I was raised by me and my granny. My granny was my best friend. And then just born and raised in church. Okay. Really, yeah.
Yeah, you got that old soul spirit.
Yeah.
It shows in the skits too, with all the choices you make too. Like definitely.
That's good. That's what's up.
I feel like that's part of your niche because it's always basically a chemistry equation of how things work. Mm-hmm. And so like. When y'all did the Thuggish Ruggish Bone video, wow. Yeah, like, even on some skit shit, like, that was amazing. Like, it didn't even matter if, like you can tell y'all put a lot of effort into the details. Yeah, and it looked like he was really singing the shit, too.
Man.
Like, for real.
Well, a lot of those, so when we're recording and stuff, we in mode. Yeah, right, I get in mode. Like, they'll tell you that's why the behind the scenes are actually funnier than the actual videos because I be in real mode. And it's so funny when we first started working with Keith and Sosa. Keith is a hard worker. Like he's a real hard worker, and Sosa is just hilarious, right? So them kind of getting in me and Java's world, if you will, it was so funny. It was such a transition, and now they get in mode because they were already great at what they do on their own, but now they get in like. No, so tighten up. You got to remember to say the words. You know what I'm saying? Tighten up. And when they get in mode, it's like another version of myself. Yep. So that's why the chemistry is there. Because even Java's in mode. You know, Java's, if it's a dance move, Java's a dancer. So he's teaching me to move. Okay.
Man, you be on point.
Me and Javaris?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the story and I'll make it quick. So we had we used to be in Javante Patton and DFY. We all used to sing when DFY first started.
And that's a church choir or?
Yep, it was a community choir, but we were all from church. So it was a gospel choir for sure. And we were like 18, I want to say. I just had my daughter. Long story short.
Out of high school?
Yeah, we're still in high school, but this is our senior year of high school.
Okay.
We had a mutual friend. That's how he ended up in the group. I had just joined the group. Our mutual friend joined the group, and then we met. They went to school together. They went to Cooper. I went to North. Okay. Long story short, we all go to Applebee's after a rehearsal. This is literally the first day we met. Java's like, we're sitting there talking. My hair is longer. This is when I actually had hair to my shoulders. He's like, oh my God, your hair is so... No, I asked him first. Oh my God, your hair is so nice. What you mix with? He like, Indian and black, black folks. I'm mixed with all of this. He like, but
he
your
actually
hair
might be though. You feel me?
Yeah, no, he was... he really, he really is.
Okay.
His hair really
his hair is real.
Yeah, Java hair.
I went to high school with him.
Okay, Cooper.
9th through 11th grade.
Okay, there you go. So you probably know my cousin Shatika and all of them. Shatika, Dior, all of them is my cousins. Come on, Mitt. Well, Stan. Let me not call him Mid on this.
And you went to North? You were going to North?
Yeah, North High. Okay. I'm a North baby. They all traded on us. So.
Because Cooper is way out the way. Like, that's a random corner of, like, the city. Like, it's on the opposite side.
How you end up at Cooper?
Because I lived in Eden Park.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so
but Tika and them lived out there, so it makes sense as to why they went to Cooper. But Java, we never knew. We lived up the street from each other. I'm like, how did you end up at Cooper, bro? But, long story short, we go to Applebee's. I asked him about his hair. He's like, but your hair is really nice too. We almost got the same grade. What you mix with? I'm like, dick and coochie. Literally, like my real answer. Serious face, dick and coochie. Just to kind of test the waters, like, is this gonna be my? But literally, after that, we didn't spend a day apart. Like, I made him move in with me, all type of shit. I mean, I ain't gonna tell his story, but literally, that's been my brother since. Now he's like, it got to the point where me and my granny was beefing with me, right? One day. And she kicked us both out my auntie house. This is my granny. My granny OG like that. She kicked us both out my auntie house because she felt I was being disloyal. She was mad at my little cousin, one of her grandkids. My granny type get mad and forgive you the next day. Okay. So I don't care about what they beefing with. She talking about you talking to her, you disloyal.
And she's standing on that too.
Literally, she the only one out of her siblings that wasn't born in Arkansas. She but she the most country. But you gotta know to know her is to love her for real, like real talk. So she kicks me out my auntie house, kicks both of us out my auntie house because Java was with me. Then go text Java, my beef is not with you.
What does that
I'm like, he not even your real grandchild. What do you mean?
She made it to a point to clear it up with him.
He's been on every family vacation. He in my cousin's group chat. Like, that's really
okay, that's fam. That's family.
That's
family.
Like, his siblings, that's my family. Like, yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
And he just happens to be my cameraman, you know.
That's really cool.
Was he doing the camera stuff back then, or?
He's always been the GOAT with the camera. Like, but you know, he's that friend that takes all the pictures and stuff. You know.
Okay,
so when we started doing this, it's so funny. I didn't have a plan. I literally had an idea, and he called me to come get his mail one day from my house. Cause you know how you ain't finna move.
Yeah.
I'm sending my mail to your house instead of this apartment.
Yeah.
He sends his mail to my house. And I'm like, bro, record this for me. And that's how Heartbreak Hotel. Because I was like, bro, record it. I got my granny's fur. I got that fur in Heartbreak Hotel is my heirloom. That's a real meek from my great grandma.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
dope.
I'm like, I got my great grandma's fur. Let's do this. And he was like, but if we do this, he added some of the details.
Oh, damn.
And we kind of then we started bouncing, and that's how Heartbreak Hotel happened, and then we kept pushing from there. So yeah. But when we was doing Two on Tuesdays, we both were being the cameraman. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Taking turns. Damn.
So because I thought he was a dancer most of his early career.
He was a dancer, and then we did DFY, and he was kind of dancing, but then he fell in love with singing, and now he's one of the dopest praise team leaders I know.
Nah, really
though.
Y'all make sure y'all shout out Javaris Thomas, man.
Shout out to homie, man. He be killing that shit in church, so yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So Sosa and Keith, man, let's talk about them.
My guys. So me and Keith met through Juice the comedian. Juice called us off for a skit, and we all did this baby boy skit in the park. And me and Keith really, and you know, whatever, I ended up moving to Georgia and all of that. And then when I got back from Georgia during COVID, me and Keith kind of connected. We started linking up, and me and Keith kept going. And then me and Keith stayed connected because we have the same work ethic. Keith is hey, let's get together. Let's shoot.
Yeah, he did that. Man, he did that skit in Wanwan, the Chinese place over north.
And went crazy.
Went dumb, and he went up ever since.
Ever since
and
then.
That's Keith all day. Like,
okay.
But Keith is one of them randoms. Like, Keith been he's had so many small like, I don't want to say small. I'm not gonna
right. Casamigos video went up.
Yeah, but even before the Chinese restaurant skit, he literally always has those random moments of virality.
Yeah, I done posted a few of his. Yeah. He's hilarious. I just posted one of his videos this morning.
Yeah, he's really the man. He's really like one of them basketball players that you don't know what you're going to get, but you know you need him on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need him to be a starter. Yeah. Like, he has to be a starter. I'm not sure if he's going to... I don't know what he's going to do this game, but he's going to do some shit that's going to wow me.
Exactly.
You know? And that's why I'm like... And then
the
he
X
got
factor.
the work ethic. Like,
the X factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because all I think is sleep, work. All I do is work. Everything is work for me. And Keith matches that, and that's why I'm like, I rock with Keith. You know, his baby up in the hospital, that man ain't missed a beat. That man go to work. That man visit his baby. That man shoot skits.
Y'all
that
be
man
grinding.
I'm like, I respect the man like that, you know. And then that's my guy. Like, that's my brother. He's my brother's friend.
Okay.
That's really my brother's friend. My little brother is Ashli Henderson, the football player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so that's his friend, and we met through them, and they was like, man, my guy, so it's funny. Me and Juice were doing we were doing Comedy Chaos, which is like Minneapolis Wildin' Out.
Wildin' Out, okay.
They like, my guy is funny, you got to put him on the show. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give him a chance. I'm always showing love.
So did you know him like growing up? Like, did you
I
see
never
him
knew
around?
so. Never knew so. Never ever knew so. Never.
Okay.
They like, he's funny though. And he went to Henry. I'm North, and they younger
right.
than me. Him and Keith are younger than me.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Right after high school, I went to the Army, so I don't know. I really didn't know a lot of people younger than me. You know.
How long were you in the Army for?
5 years.
Oh, okay.
I served in the U.S.
What were you doing?
I was a supply specialist. So Army terms 92 Yankee. Yeah.
Okay. So you went there like right after high
Literally,
school?
I graduated 3 weeks later. I went to basic.
Ooh. Okay.
Literally. But no, so long story short, they like put So on the show. So murders the show. I mean, standing ovation. I'm like, He's
was
a superstar.
he wearing that blue jersey?
I can't remember what he had on that day. No, he couldn't have because we had shirts for everybody. We had Comedy Chaos shirts.
I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, he went crazy. I'm like, he's a superstar, and so I just kept calling. Then he told me he inboxed me and was like, I'm trying to do stand up. Hit me if you got some. Put him on the show. I'm like, yep, this is my man. It's right hand man.
He killed it. The first stand up.
Come on, man. That man don't miss. So he started doing his videos. Whoop, whoop. We end up just blending everything in.
And it worked perfectly.
And that's the man. Now I'm gonna tell you, when my confidence is shaky, that's my guy.
That's
okay.
That man will bark in my ear. So man, hey. And he not hey, get off my phone talking that this, that, and the third.
That's how he really is, right?
I was trying to find.
You get off my live talking that.
That's how he talk.
That nigga, no, for real.
If you what?
And he talk like that on Facebook too.
That's how he talk.
Him. Everything he posts is him. My bad, I hit the. Everything he posts is him. I need that in my life because I have so much in my head that. Sometimes am I overdoing it?
Right.
Or he'll be the type, hey, stop working. Hey,
he'll
enjoy
keep
your
it
life.
real with you.
Hey,
yeah.
Man, enjoy your life. You working
you
too
need
much.
That
we
person.
got enough videos. Everybody laughing. Ooh, get a drink. Calm down. Be in the moment. Yeah, that's my guy.
Enjoy this shit. Yeah.
I was trying to find a picture of him. I took a video of him standing at the breakfast bar and he like pulled some fucking cookies out his pocket.
Chicken
and
out
I'm
his
like,
pocket.
Chicken. He had
put
chicken
a
in his
chicken
fucking
wing out
pocket.
his pocket.
Cuz was so funny for that. He had sunglasses on and some Crocs and this nigga was sitting in the middle of the breakfast bar on the patio.
How this man will pull up to my house. So what are you doing right
This
now?
nigga put a chicken out his pocket.
Cuz had chicken in his pocket.
The man was doing push-ups while we was fishing. Hey, Stuffos, hold my fishing rod real quick. I gotta knock these out. In Crocs. Sosa, what are you doing?
He's funny.
So
man.
we about to go to brunch. He pulled up to the crib. Crocs.
Oh shit.
That's that man, but that's my brother. I love that man. He's one of my little brothers.
They keep you grounded. He keep you grounded.
Yeah, my dad love him too. Like he really one of my little brothers.
Damn.
That's what's up.
That's
man.
crazy. So was you always like funny like growing up? Like was you always like a class clown or like did this happen after you got?
Nah, I always been funny, man. Couldn't nobody fuck with me coming up. Like, nah, hell nah. I'm gonna tell you. First of all, when I was like 4, they didn't know I could work the VHS. I was really smart, like borderline, damn near genius, and that ain't no cap. Like I taught myself how to tie my shoe at 2. You know, little shit like that.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, I was getting paid at like 4 to perform the Martin Luther King speech around the city for like black events and shit like that. So I was really good at memorizing shit. So long story short, 4 years old, they didn't know I knew how to work a VHS. When I was little like that, I would pull apart VHS to put them back together. Like I like doing shit like that.
Yeah,
I like projects.
Yep.
So I steal the Def Comedy Jam tape, go watch the shit, and then perform it for everybody.
You remembered it?
Memorized it. I can watch something. That's why I'm so good with this shit too.
Right.
I can watch something one time and it's downloaded. Then I can perform it. You know, I got in trouble in 8th grade for doing Ray. I'm in the class. I done take my eyes closed. Well, you know what? I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Yeah. I'm the only 8th grader walking in class. I'm feeling my teacher wrist. You know, shit like that. I seen the movie that Friday. I'm Monday. I'm reciting the shit. Shit ain't even on VHS shit. DVD. You know what I'm saying? Like. And so,
shit.
and then I'm one of the darkest cousins. I got 100 cousins my age. No cap. 100 cousins my age. If they not my age, they're a year or 2 apart. Like literally, we like ants when we come outside. Oh God. But it's only like 3 dark ones. It's only like 3 of us. So I'm one of the cousins that used to get the lights turned off. Where's Ashley?
Okay,
How to be funny? That shit stop.
He start going in on motherfuckers.
Shut that shit down. I literally had to build my self-confidence through roasting motherfuckers, bro. But I never started. They start with me.
Right.
I'm 50. I'm 50. I didn't ask for the problem, but I will finish it.
Yep.
I will. Now, sometimes I will instigate. But, I had to learn how to be funny because I was a dark cousin, man.
Yeah, you have to talk your shit.
Then I started being funny dark skin ass. Oh, hey, you talk about the funny ass. Okay, yeah. Dark skin ass. Yeah. Hey, nigga, watch that. You cute for a dark skin girl, nigga. You get roasted too. Shit. You know, like all that shit. Like, fuck you mean I'm cute for a dark skin girl? What you talking about?
What does that mean? Backhanded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
what you talking about?
So when you okay, so let's go back a little bit. So you said you had your kid when you was in what grade?
I was 11? Junior. Yeah.
Did that make it hard for you to get through high school, or you just like put your head down and made it through? Like, Like, they take a village.
You know what? I'm not gonna cap. I'm blessed. My granny did daycare.
Oh.
When my uncle started having kids, my granny started her own daycare, right?
Damn,
so my granny definitely. I was happy that I had that part of support, but my granny was old school too. This your responsibility. So it was a lot of shit that I couldn't do. So I kind of just. I'm a hard worker, bro, naturally. Like, even before my baby, my first job was 13 because I wanted my own cell phone. In order to have a phone, you got to pay for it. So I went and got a job tutoring, at the school next door to my middle school, So then when I got pregnant, when I figured out I was pregnant, I didn't even tell them for like the first 6 months, but I was on my shit. I had already got a job. I already did all that. So I'm hooping, I'm working, and I'm preparing for this baby all by myself.
You was hooping while pregnant?
Yeah, up till I was like 6.5 months.
Oh yeah, you cold.
Yeah, I was hooping. I wasn't bullshitting. Once I realized I was pregnant, I made up in my mind that I wasn't gonna be a statistic. Kind of like what my mom did when she got pregnant with me. She was 20, and she just was like, "I'm not gonna be on welfare." My granny told me about a conversation they had. She was on food stamps at the time. She said, "I'm gonna let this last for 6 months. After the 6 months, I'm gonna give me a good job. I'm gonna support my baby off my work." And she did just that, and she did it in less than 6. So I said, if my mom could do that, then I can graduate high school without going to our alternative school, without falling behind. Actually, I'm gonna make my grades better than they was before I got pregnant. I had all honors classes by the time I was a senior, and I graduated on time because I had my math teacher bringing me my work without my granny telling me to do that shit.
Damn. That's what's up.
That's
I don't play no games. Man. And my baby was taken care of before I even had a baby shower.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit, before she had a baby shower.
Stop playing with me, man.
So,
not saying my family didn't help. I got a very supportive family. Even in my comedy career, they're very, very, very loving and supportive. However, they don't do what I ain't gonna work for. Exactly. My family make you earn everything.
Yeah. And that's what you need growing up, man. Don't have nobody just babying you all the way up. And
my auntie cut that water off so fast. She'll cancel Christmas so motherfucking quick. My auntie canceled Christmas. My auntie was my mama only sister. She always stepped in. She canceled Christmas. So, you gonna work harder than me in your life? Oh, okay. Cancel Christmas.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
So you were saying earlier before, you driving back from the East Coast, man. So you going major on us, So what was your first out of state show or first out of state event that you can recall?
Atlanta. First time I ever performed out of state was Atlanta, and I actually paid to perform at Mama D's show.
Oh,
Mama D's.
Wow.
And I murdered that shit, and it was a terrible setup for a comedy show. Great setup for everything else, for like spoken word and music, but terrible setup for a comedy show. But I had to push through that bitch, and Mama D loved me. She told me I was in the castle. She put her hand over me and all that shit. So I was like, I'm cool. Wow. I'm in Mama D's castle.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first. You know what? When I first started, I knew the game. It's kind, I thank God for wisdom. I knew that as much as I love my city, as much as I love the state I'm from and I live in, I got to get out of there.
Yeah.
And so what I started doing, I started reaching out to comedy club. I actually started looking up open mics. And then I started reaching out to my family members. My uncle had just moved to Atlanta. Okay. So I was like, I found as many open mics as I could. I got some bread, went down there. I actually purposely went and got a job at the airport. Flew down there and promoted my open mic shows. I'm giving y'all free game, comedians. I promoted my open mic shows as if I was a paid comic.
Oh, smart.
And so when these promoters are seeing me come in with a crowd, I'm coming in with 15, 20 people, and then I go and I prove that I'm funny. Now, this is the first time and the only time I work for free. So I was a free comic for about 2 weeks in the performance.
Said 2 weeks.
I went and got it. I went and got it. When I performed in Atlanta, and I said, if I can do this in the dark ass club where can't nobody barely see me, and all I can hear is the laughter, and I got to work off the energy, I can do it anywhere. And I submitted to another comedy club in Alabama, and they didn't even know what I had gone through to get there, as far as paying my way, driving, and paying people to take me to Alabama. And I won their comedy competition. Damn. And I kept winning their comedy competition, and I earned my right to the Stardom Comedy Club. Damn. And which is a bigger stage in Alabama. I started at the small stage, and I went to the bigger stage, and I kept doing that same thing in Minnesota. I was taking the same formula and doing it in my city. So not only was I building an audience for myself in my city, I was doing the same thing out of town, but all at the same time. I was betting on myself.
Yeah, that's a
doubling down. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a
So I'm
big
eating
bet.
peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I'm crying in the car because I'm Ubering for gas money because I'm trying to drive to the next state to get my name out there, hoping
That this shit worked.
that this shit works.
Yeah, all on a
Man.
whim. That's called chasing the dream.
And that's before you went viral and shit, or this is after?
This
like
is before. This is 2016.
Oh,
I performed February of 2016. I want to say January or February 2016. I did my first stand-up performance at Acme Comedy Club as the open mic, and after that I knew. I was like, this is it. I was high.
What?
I was high.
So when did you start doing the stand up part of this?
That was 2016.
That's when you first was like, I'm finna start getting in
the viral listen, they'll tell you for like 2-3 years I didn't want to get on social media. Java made me get an Instagram for my comedy. So my Instagram, I only got to post my stand-up comedy because I'm going to all these states, but they have no way to keep in contact with me.
Okay.
I have merch, but they have no way to tag me
you in it and shit.
Facebook is dying out. This is what Java's telling me as my brother. This is before we even thinking about the videos. Then when my bro Bray Sean at the time, he telling me, Ash, get on Instagram, start posting videos. I don't want to do that shit, man. I'm a stand-up comic. They can have that. B. Simone, all them can have that. No shade to them. But as a stand-up comic, a lot of stand-up comics think like this.
Okay.
I'm shorting myself.
Yeah.
Thinking like this. Thinking in a fucking box.
It's like
That's
the
that old spirit.
Yeah, it's like the old school way
that's
of comics.
No. We don't wear pants at church.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking
yeah.
in a fucking box, and I'm missing all this money. I'm missing all this opportunity. I'm missing all of this exposure. I'm paying to go out of town when I can sit at home and out of town see me. Then I can get paid to go out
of town.
I'm not thinking like that. So
Damn.
Juice and Keith get me into the skits. You know, Tangy G get me into the skits.
Shout out Tangy.
Because that's really, I ain't gonna hold you. Shout out Tangy G. That's literally the first man to get me doing the skit. And that's just off the strength of being my friend.
What? Oh, just spitting game? Like,
Ash, come do the skit with me. I need a girl for this.
Just hitting you up randomly.
Yeah, Tangy, we talk every morning. That's my nigga. Like, I literally talk to that man after I pray.
Shout
Literally,
out Tangy,
even
man.
if he ain't in the video, that's my man's. So he really is the first person to get me in a skit. Long story short, once I start liking skits, but then and I'm the type of person, I'm very hands-on. The skit has to feel good to me spiritually.
Okay.
Everything I'm doing has to feel good spiritually and naturally. So I'm like, I like this shit we doing, but it ain't feeling like me. It's feeling like, nah.
Yeah.
It's cool. So my saying, and this is a saying that I've brought to my core Ash Entertainment, my team, everything that I do. There's good ideas and there's great ideas. We don't settle for good. We go for great.
Great.
And so we were doing good ideas, but it wasn't feeling great to me. Okay. And so by the time Heartbreak Hotel came, that's when we started doing great ideas.
And you stuck with it too.
Right.
I'm glad you stick
And
with
that's only been since last June. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 80,000 followers, and I started really taking this shit serious last June.
Ain't the internet crazy though?
The internet is crazy.
We all the same age, so it's like we come from we're literally the last generation to go outside.
We was
so
outside.
Yeah.
And so it's like
we appreciate the internet.
Like if we had the internet back then, we would be all rich.
If I had the internet at 19, I'd be a millionaire, a billionaire.
Man, we be thinking the same way. Like
me and Java was doing so much funny shit on Facebook when viral wasn't a thing. Hashtags weren't a thing. Like I'm like, man, I wish I would have. And then I wish I would have caught on when DC Young Fly and all of them niggas was on Vine.
Roasted.
I'm still. And you know, it's so funny to me. These comics, they don't admit the truth. The truth is you bullshitting.
Yeah.
If you ain't found a love for social media as a comedian, as an entertainer, you are bullshitting.
Yes.
Even if you don't fuck with everything, fuck with something.
Something.
Yeah.
It's a lane. It's literally a vehicle to financial freedom. In some fashion or form.
Yes, I didn't even think about that.
And you could channel your craft.
And everything in this world is good and evil. With everything good, there's going to come evil. So, of course, but you can control what you see for the most part.
Yes.
You can control what you let in for the most part. You can control what you want to allow
in your
to
world.
come into your world for the most part. You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn,
yeah, because comedy is literally word of mouth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you just go around everywhere talking your shit. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle is blessed because he's been doing it for so long, and then when the internet happened, he disappeared, and then the show blew up, and now you know what I'm saying. Now he's
Imagine
who he
the
is.
Dave Chappelle show at the start at the real peak of the internet.
Ooh.
We wouldn't have a chance to do skits.
Nope.
We wouldn't have.
Nope.
He was
I
killing.
wouldn't be viral.
He's the original
He's
skit guy.
literally the GOAT of what viral comedians do.
So but SNL was around before.
Come on, we gotta go back to Mad TV.
Yep.
And matter of fact, I won't even give that credit because what really inspired me is In Living Color.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's talk about the Wayans brothers. Let's talk about his brother being the DJ, his other brother and his sister being in the show. You know what I'm saying? Him writing and starring and producing the show. Come on, In Living Color was the shit.
Damn.
In Living Color, there is no Dave Chappelle show without In Living Color.
Nah, there isn't. That was it. They didn't get enough credit.
SNL can't top In Living Color to this day.
Nah.
So was A Living Color like a SNL? But no, that was like a real TV show.
In Living Color is the black version of Mad TV and SNL. That's by Keenan Ivory and Wayans. Come on, that's when Sean Wayans was a DJ. That's when J-Lo was a dancer. That's how y'all think J-Lo got on. J-Lo was dancing for In Living Color. Come on, man. Talk it.
Come
on, man.
Legend.
His vision was to put his family on.
BET now?
Yeah, that's what I used to see it on.
Go watch In Living Color. Matter of fact, let's just purposely stream In Living Color so that shit go up again. Make that YouTube. I don't give a fuck how bad the quality is on the YouTube. Make that shit go viral just because of what that man was doing. What family put their family on better than the Wayans brothers? I don't give a fuck about the Kardashian.
Man.
The Wayans brothers is still to go to this day just for the work ethic of putting your family on.
Still, like...
Marlon's still going out here going hard, man.
Yeah, Marlon was just on Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
that's generational wealth for your ass. Y'all talking about Marlon, man. Think about all their nieces and nephews. Their nephew in Malibu's Most Wanted. You know what I'm saying? Their nieces and nephews in all these movies. You don't even know they're Wayans till you look at their face. They look like somebody. They sit and then they don't even know. Their sisters that ain't famous to the public are literally writing for the shows and producing the shows, and they having babies to be in the movie. Like, this is called generational wealth.
For real.
They activated that shit in the black community, regardless of what the woke people think about their films, regardless of how many films might have highlighted black stereotypes. Man, fuck all that. They did what we preaching about now. They was doing that when it wasn't cool. Keenan Ivory Wayans had a mission and a goal.
Man, he did that shit, man.
So that was one of your big inspirations, like during for the stand up. Like, who was your inspirations to do stand up? Like, who did you look to get some?
My first inspiration to do stand up was my uncle.
Your uncle did stand up?
My uncle, yeah, my uncle was my first inspiration. He was literally at one point one of my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's big. Okay.
Yeah, I seen him.
He was just naturally funny.
Man, what? Most of my personality, you know how you grow up and you like basketball players. Kobe, he based his whole game off of Jordan. You know what I'm saying? He learned from the best. My uncle was that dude till I got older, till my mouth started working. You know what I'm saying? He was that man. My mom was that. Well, my mom was that before she passed, but then my uncle was that man. My uncle witty. My whole family witty. You can sit around our table and you gonna get roasted. You gotta have, you know what I'm saying? You get in trouble and get roasted, you know? You crying with that overbite, you gonna stab your chest. That's my granny. So my uncle was witty like that. And so I literally used to just copy his whole personality. Literally. So when he started doing stand-up, I seen his stand-up, I'm like, man, he cold with it. You know what I'm saying? So
you saw him in the club or like?
No, I saw him at Pepitos. They used to do an open mic at Pepitos over South.
Okay.
But this years before I even started doing
46 and Nicollet?
Yep. This years before I started doing comedy.
What year
that's a small place. They used to have comedies in there?
Yep, I want to say 14, 15.
Oh, okay, 14, 15.
This is a couple years before I started, and because I had just turned 21, so this might even be before that. This might be 2012.
2012, okay.
Literally, I had just turned 21 because you couldn't get in Pepitos without being 21. So I know for sure. Really? And yep, because it was right before I got stationed in Missouri. So yeah, long story short, he's doing stand-up. I'm like, man, this shit is raw. I still don't see I never thought about being, I always wanted to be on TV. I always wanted to be an actress. I never wanted to be a comedian. Never thought about it. Like, that's not a job most people don't think about doing, you know? And so, long story short, Once I started doing comedy, though, I started going for first I started with the Kings of Comedy, because that's the one comedy show that most people my age resonate to.
Yep, that's the
like
one I
one
remember.
of the first big comedy movies we seen, you know?
Some milk and
cookies. And then when Queens of Comedy came out, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know women were... When I was that age.
Yep, at that age. Yep, you're right.
So when I started doing comedy, I started studying Kings of Comedy and Queens of Comedy, because I didn't know there were techniques to comedy. Like,
you thought they were just going
not leaving the stage, not leaving the stage until the comic is up there, because the mic is unattended. Little shit like that. Like opening your body to the crowd, not turning your back unless it's a part of the joke. Little shit like that. So these are the things I'm studying. So now I'm watching comedy to study it as opposed to watching it. So I started with what I knew, which is Kings of Comedy, Queens of Comedy. Once I got comfortable, I started studying the greats. I started studying, because what I want to do is always be the great. So I studied the greats. So I started with the Michael Jordans of comedy. I started with Robin Harris. I started with Richard Pryor. I started with Bernie Mac. I started with all these people. Started with the Steve Harveys, because when I host, I want to be the best host. Steve Harvey is one of the best hosts, greatest hosts in the world.
To this day.
They don't want to give him his credit because, he's corny, he's all this, but can't nobody host like Steve. You know, I started with the physical comedy. That's Marlon Wayans. That's Ricky Smiley. You know,
Ricky Smiley, a legend.
Roasting, that's that Robin Harris, that D.L. Hughley. Y'all can say his stand-up wasn't funny, but D.L. Hughley roast your ass like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. The Joe Torres, all of those people. I study everybody, all the way back to Moms Mabley. Why? She the first stud in the community, in the comedy world.
What's her name?
Moms Mabley.
Okay. Moms
Mabley. Yeah, she used to do a old woman act on stage, but also she was a stud, a real life stud. Like, and one of the first black female millionaires we ever had. So all of these people, come on, man, do your research. I really am about this comedy shit.
Yeah, y'all see it. She's dedicated.
I studied everybody up until I started studying myself.
And perfecting your
First time I listened to myself, I sat in the car and cried because I didn't recognize that person. It was that funny. It was that funny. I didn't even know what people saw in me.
And it just took for you one day to just listen to yourself, and you like, damn, I'm the shit.
When you start off doing comedy, it's hard to listen to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're so critical of yourself when you're doing anything.
Yep, I was going to say this podcast, I didn't listen to myself till like the third, fourth.
You don't like your voice. You don't like how you look. You don't like your outfit that day.
Yeah.
Whole time, nobody's seeing that. They just see the greatness in you.
I swear.
And when you recognize that greatness in yourself, when you recognize what God blessed you with and what he trusts you with, you start moving different.
Yeah, nah, for real. And it's crazy because once again, like you're our 10th guest or 11th guest.
Yep.
And it's crazy because that's the common theme. Like we're all part of this group or generation that like think like we've been doing such and such for such a long time, but we made that one decision to switch over to this thing, and now everything is like falling into place.
Like,
they always talk about the new generation of kids, but I think every generation after you teaches you something, right? Yeah. Like the 90s, they taught the freedom. They taught what it is to live in freedom to the people that came before them. Because the people that came before the people that were adults in the 90s, you know, are like our parents, you know, the people that came before them were fighting for freedom. So they didn't really know how to live in the freedom they fought for, the freedom that they had attained. So when those rappers and those entertainers came, hey, we're black and we're proud of it, and we're talking about this shit, and we're being that. Our parents and those, you know, the Tupacs and Biggies and all of them, you know, Diddy, and now
niggas living.
Right, and now I think this new generation of kids, these kids that's born after 2000, you know what I mean? These 1999 babies and up, they're teaching us how to live even more free in who we are and how to be okay with doing multiple things. They really, we preach multiple streams of income. They teach us how to live in that. How to enjoy that, how not to second guess that. I am who I am and I don't care. The Bible wasn't wrong when they said it's out of the mouth of babes. If you learn from the young, don't always criticize and critique. Learn from them too. The one thing I respect is that they're cool with who they are. And we second guess ourselves a lot.
Our generation. We was taught to just be this one thing and go to work, go to school, and do this your whole life. Like,
and we were also taught to talk about it. We preach a lot, but we don't move a lot. What the Migos say, walk it like I talk. That's one of the most powerful songs in the universe. Because if we actually challenge ourselves to walk it like I talk it in the truth and the positivity of things, we will be a lot further in life, especially our generation.
Talk it.
Amen.
Talk it, man.
Amen.
That shit is so true.
Amen.
Damn, that shit is true. I just, like you said, we was learning to talk it. A lot of people ain't walking it. So
because we spoiled.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're from the generation 1990s babies to about 98. We're from the generation of understanding that there was a struggle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding that we have common problems. We still have a lot of those problems. But then we're also spoiled because we came during the time of cell phones. We came during the time of computers. So we're comfortable once we get comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this new generation is like, man, fuck all that. Fuck all them rules. Fuck all that structure.
Nigga, we trying to pass y'all up. Like
literally.
Yeah.
And here's the best part. We doing it in less time. So when you translate that to social media, I don't want to sit for 30 minutes on YouTube. Facts. I want a 10-second video on a reel.
Yeah.
So our generation, you working so hard. And all they want is 30 seconds.
30 seconds. They don't even.
They don't want all that work. They just want the quick come and go.
Where you on, Vine?
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Huh?
That ass. No, for real. I was just thinking, were you on Vine at all? Did you get a chance?
Never was on Vine. I never had Vine on my phone.
Damn. So you came up like a unique way.
I was literally one of them people. I'm not getting on social media. That shit is gonna waste my time. Damn. Miss so much money.
Old as shit.
Woo,
old
as shit. Just talking shit. Loud and wrong.
Oh my God.
Loud and wrong. Now most of I don't got time. I gotta post.
Man, what? I used to get criticized. Hey, you always in your phone. I'll be like,
I'm
man.
sneak this some motherfuckers that's getting a bag. I'm sneak this some motherfuckers getting a bag. I'm talking this shit because motherfuckers gotta hear it. You talking and these niggas is getting a bag. You worried about a 45-minute set. Niggas only want to be at a comedy show for 25 minutes.
Yep.
Don't nobody want to hear all that shit. I know if you funny in first 10 minutes, I don't need all that shit. Post something on Instagram.
Yep. We want to see it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Man, that's why I asked, because like Vines are what changed everything.
Okay.
I wish I had Vine.
Them 6-second videos changed life.
If you sitting out home right now and you talking about your shoulda, coulda, wouldas, get you an Instagram, get your YouTube, get your Facebook, and start working with that shit. Find you something that works for you. If what I do don't work for you, find you something.
Oh God,
it's so much to do out here, man.
I tell everybody, and this is free game. Yeah. If the internet is free, that means there is something for everybody on there.
Yep.
There's weirdos on the internet. There's regular people on the internet. There's people that love comics on the internet. So whatever you fuck with that. So what if you get 100 likes? That's 100 people that fuck with you. Keep fucking with that same 100 people. Because here's the ratio. There's a lot of people with 100,000 followers and only getting 25,000 views.
Talk it.
There's a lot of people with 80,000 followers and getting 70,000 views. What that means is that it don't matter who's engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Who's engaged? Are you fucking with them? Appreciate that. Because you might go somewhere and you got 80,000 followers but only 30 people in the room. So if you got 100 followers and 100 people fucking with you, you might go somewhere you got 100 people in that room.
Mm-hmm. Talk it.
Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just fuck with your shit.
Like I preach that because, you know, my followers, it took a minute to get to 10K. You know, now we at 10K, but like I still work like I got 1 million followers. Like my reach is like 500K, like a month. And I be telling people like, man, I work harder than them people with 100K followers. Like I'm not gonna let them outwork me.
Wallow said, I watch Wallow every day. I see what Wallow posts every day. The same way people come to my page, I go to Wallow page. Wallow said, I wake up at 6 in the morning. I set my alarm for 4. If he waking up at 6, then I need to have a video ready to post by 8. If Wallow's videos is posting by 7 a.m., my video need to post at 8 because he already got $1 million and $1 million worth of game.
Exactly. And
if I only got $200, then I need to be waking up at 4 because if $1 million niggas is waking up at 6, then I'm missing something in them first 2 hours.
Talking. Facts. That's free game, y'all.
Free game.
And we ain't even got $1 million.
Worth. If I learn that from $1 million worth and I'm applying it, that's $1 billion worth of game.
Talking. Man, that's real. That is so real, man.
Literally. And that's a true story. My friends will tell you, I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning ever since Wallow said he wake up at 6.
Is that why you posted that shit this morning? I'm trying to have a conversation at 6 and y'all don't like me.
Listen, Grand Rising. When I say Grand Rising. Grand Rising. And another thing, believe in what you think. Believe in what God puts in you. Because they told me, Ash, ain't nobody up that early. That's not a good time. Don't post that early in the morning. Post that like 2 a.m. I do what the fuck I want to do. Now my algorithm is for 7 a.m. in the morning.
Man, that motherfucker be busting.
Do what you think, not what they tell you.
It should be busting.
Man, what? Can I sidetrack? I'm one of those astrology hoes sometimes.
Ask me.
What are you?
Pisces.
Okay.
You can tell. I got that energy. I'm a Pisces.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know,
All day.
Khalid came in here. He's a Pisces too, and he's like the complete opposite. So that's why I was just like, my grandma's are Pisces too. So that's why I'm just like, what? No,
I got that side in me.
I was getting like Aries vibes or something. Like,
Right? That's what I was getting.
Listen,
like
when I
Aries
go home, I'm complete introvert. All that.
okay.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm confident because of the people that I keep around me. I second guess myself all the time. I'm open about that because I know a lot of people look at me and they're like, Ash, da-da-da. No, don't assume. I second guess myself daily. I started growing my hair out because everybody like, grow your hair out. I like my hair short. I didn't cut my hair because I'm gay. I cut my hair because my granny keep her hair short. My best friend in this whole wide world, she passed. Rest in peace to my granny.
Rest in peace, girl.
But
Rest in peace.
she kept her hair short. We look like twins when my hair short. So that's why I got my hair short. It took me to gain that confidence. It takes Sosa to bark in my ear. Hey, man, fuck you calling me for? If you don't got a friend that check you on when you low,
man.
If you don't got a friend that tell you, oh, man, I'm finna commit suicide. Bitch, do it. Not saying that they're being insensitive, but they're saying that to be like, man, what the fuck is you talking about?
Man, wake up.
Wake up.
Wake the fuck up.
That's the kind of... Now, everybody can't take that type of advice.
Right.
Sometimes you got to put a little honey on it.
Yeah.
But for me, I keep people around me to keep me on my toes. And I'm not afraid of the best. I like the best to be around me.
Yeah, it's like iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron, man. And I tell my friends that when they call me doubting themselves, I can't be my best self if you doubting yourself. I depend on you.
What? I tell this man all the time, like, man, fuck that. We got to do this shit.
You my source. How you going? And staying prayed up. So, yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
That's real shit.
That's why sometimes, I'm a Pisces or I'm this, that, and the third, but sometimes I might show up as something different because I check that weak shit in me. That's weak shit.
Yep.
If it's opposite of how I want to feel, it's weak. And that's for me. I'm not calling anybody else weak.
Right.
But if it's opposite of how Ashley wants to feel, to me, to Ashley, it's weak. And I can't live in that because there's no success in weakness.
That's a good mental state to be in.
Man,
Pisces
for real.
are, known to
My
have,
mama died. You want to know what my grandma said?
Yeah.
My mama died and I cried. Oh, I miss my granny. I miss my mom. I wish I had my mom. My granny said, hunkadory.
I see.
What am I supposed to do with this information?
That was
And the reason,
shit.
and then she came back and sat me down. She said, the reason I am that way with you guys because when you get into this world, nobody cares.
Yeah.
I have to teach you how to deal with your emotions the hard way. I have to teach you how to look in that mirror and accept everything. So I'm not going to pity pat when you feel down because I don't have time to feel down. I still got to feed you and you crying to me about some shit that I can't control.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, my grandma never cussed, but that's what she was saying.
But yeah.
So many words. What? I don't mean to
Talk about it.
What happened with your mom?
My mom died at 27. She had a blood clot that traveled from her leg to her heart. She was pregnant at the time, so rest in peace to my sibling as well.
Oh wow, man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, baby. I'm over that.
Okay,
man.
All right, yeah, because we be getting deep sometimes on the show because that's just how we are. Like we talk about the mental.
We
health,
Capricorns, as if you can
Well,
tell.
you got to talk about it. A lot of my exes is Capricorns. I'm not gonna date you, but I fuck with y'all. A lot of my favorite cousins is Capricorns too.
Yeah, we
My
both
daughter's
Capricorns in
Capricorn.
here,
Yep,
man.
yep,
So we get a little deep on here, and we try to get to
I
the
like
source.
to talk about it because a lot of time, even being a single mom, being a mom being a woman without a mother, a single mom, being a lesbian, being a stud, being all of these things, I always call myself a statistic. And the reason why I like to say that is because I feel like I really resonate with a lot of people. Almost everybody in this world.
You have a lot of titles below your belt.
Yeah, I'm a veteran. I'm black. Shit. I'm a stud, so I can resonate with some of the guys. I can never be a man, but I can understand some of the things you go through with women, And so, and even with the police, because people, sometimes in my car, they assume. So my point is I'm open about the things that have hurt me so that way people understand that you don't have to have excuses. You just have to move on.
Right. Man, yeah. Right. And your story, it tells it all. Like,
it
shows you that you were strong and you here like with all these titles, all this stuff you had to endure on
and
the come up.
And I weigh $125. If I can carry this, anybody. Come on, y'all can carry the load. This ain't God. What I say, God ain't gonna bless you with a lot if you can't handle a little. And in the book of Luke, what the man say? Hey, Jesus, I want to roll with y'all. I like what y'all doing. I want to roll with y'all. But he say, all right, come on. But we ain't staying in the best of hotels. We stand on the floor. Okay, I could do that. But my brother just died. Oh no, you got to bury your brother. No. Let the dead bury the dead. I don't have time for that. There's people that's alive that's doing something that I need to get to.
That I need to, yeah.
So I told y'all the book of Luke is my life. I don't have time to cry about my granny because there's people that are literally living in chaos, and I have to post a video because my video just might make their damn day.
Yeah.
So I'll cry in the car on the way to my show. And then when I get to my show and I get on stage, I'll talk about that pain because that's the only therapy that I have and can afford at this time because I'm still a single mom and I still got bills and I still don't get child support.
Talk about it.
My baby daddy still don't help.
Talk about it.
But I don't have time to post that on Facebook. Why? Because y'all don't want to hear that shit. Y'all want to hear what's going to make you laugh because you already got shit
going on. Yep.
Why I'm not going to come clog your toilet. No, I'm just gonna do something to flush both of ours.
Ooh,
I don't want to be the problem. Deep. I want to be the medicine.
Yes. Ooh, are you a rapper too?
Man, I feel it. You got me. Shit.
Stud Folks is the rapper.
Come on.
Stud Folks is the rapper.
Shit.
She ain't bring the do-rag today. She ain't bring the do-rag.
Stud Folks is the rapper. Tell me is you like it or what?
She wanna be the medicine.
Man, I love that.
People think about that shit though. You see so much wild shit on social media, all that shit. Plus you got your own personal life. Who am I to add to that? If when I know that whatever I post is not only gonna make me feel better, it's gonna make you feel better.
Man.
Even if it don't make you feel better, it's gonna add some sunshine.
It's gonna
add some light to your life.
Yep.
We as people, even myself, I'm guilty of it. And let me tell you one thing. My grandma taught me: anytime you point your finger, you got 3 pointing back at you. So when I'm preaching, I'm talking to myself.
Woo! Say it again.
People, so when I say we, I mean me. We as people literally give so much energy to the negative, and we ignore the positive. If we took that same energy and put it in the positive, so many things would be different. If some of these women would take that coochie and just hold it. Don't give it to them niggas. Yep. Give it to the nigga that really like you. The nigga that's texting your phone every day. The nigga that say, good morning, queen.
Man.
I know that shit is corny, but if you give it to the nigga that's showing that he wants you, what she saying, my best friend's wedding, I know you chasing him, but who's chasing you? That goes for relationships, that goes for real life. You chasing the negative, but who's chasing you? Is it paying you back? Are you getting the effort back? Start chasing the positive. Positive always pays you back. You water your grass, your grass is gonna grow.
Yeah. Just like that.
You sitting there watering your neighbor grass, your grass dying.
Your shit yellow, dirt. Man.
Dog shit. Come on now. Somebody say rejuvenate my coochie. Lord, send me my magnet ain't working.
Man, nah, for real though.
Some of you niggas, y'all complaining about y'all baby mom, y'all nutting in them same bitches.
Same
How
females.
You had 3 kids and you knew the problems when you had the first one. Somebody say rejuvenate me,
It don't make sense.
I'm attracting the wrong energy.
Make it make sense. Okay. We gotta make it make sense, y'all.
Man, just make sure you like the person and they like you back. Damn.
And I use these metaphors, but I'm talking about life. Okay, you driving in the car, somebody cut you off. You giving in all that energy to having road rage when really you shortening the time that you trying to beat on the GPS. Just focus on what the fuck you got going on.
What?
I don't give a fuck if they cut me. They probably cut me off because they got to get to work too.
Shit.
Let them have it.
Man.
Let them have it.
Man.
Now you done created all this negative energy in the car. Now you got to pray when you get to where you going because your energy off. Yep. Now you ain't performing at your best because you worried about a nigga that done lived his life 30 minutes later.
And he don't know you going through it.
At all.
You done added stress.
Yep, to yourself.
And you still got to pay your car note.
That's crazy. Yep.
And your kids still want to ride at McDonald's.
It's crazy you said that. I don't know if y'all seen the lady in Atlanta that pointed the gun at the person because they had road rage or some shit, and now she's doing time.
You doing time and
lost her kids.
Come on.
All type of shit.
Stupid shit. But think about the even bigger aspects of things. Think about the smaller aspects of things. Like, we put so much energy. Even racist people, y'all put so much energy into hating us that y'all miss out on life.
Your own life. Y'all
you went and killed them babies to what? Ruin your... Just because you unhappy don't mean you got to make 100 more people happy.
But not to be devil's advocate, but misery loves company, man.
You're not being a devil's advocate. You're talking the truth. Misery loves company. But that's when I talk about protecting your energy. That's when I talk about watching the people that surround you. If you got people around you that they can tell you everything about your life, but you can't tell them nothing about theirs, get them away. If you got people around you that's okay with your bullshit and they ain't never challenge you, get them away.
You gotta
because
go.
That's when things like that happen.
You gotta go.
That man said, if I knew my grandson would have bought a gun, I would have... You should have reported that nigga when you knew he had the idea. The fuck we talking about?
You had to see one of them 180 pages.
My grandma said, when a thing happened, I'm sorry, ain't gonna help. Do what you can when you can.
Man.
To prevent it.
This nigga had bulletproof vests, all type of shit. Y'all ain't see that?
Listen, don't nothing happen by happenstance. You know what's going on. You got that vibe. You if you don't got no intuition, you better get to it. If you ain't listening to that inner God in you, you better get to it. I'm not talking Christianity. I'm talking Buddhism. I'm talking Muslim. I'm talking whatever God you believe in. Start tapping into it. Yeah. If you feel something, if you see something, say something.
Yep. One thing for sure, I definitely listen to women's intuition.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Like, my mom.
But men be having that too. Man, so many times I run into men. This is so off topic, but so many times I run into men. Man, I knew she was a thigh. I should never Now she pregnant. Nigga.
You knew that.
You seen them signs. Niggas seen them signs.
I'm a stud. I put a condom on my strap.
Right now on the internet, this is called a red flag. These are red flags.
Just in case I don't got the money to buy a new one.
You funny.
When I used to cheat, I'm putting a condom on my strap just in case I don't got the money to buy a new one so my girl ain't tripping. So her pH balance ain't thrown off. Fuck is you talking about? If I got the intuition, I'm taking it and I'm moving on it. Stop playing. No. It ain't nobody's fault but yours.
Wow.
That go in life and everything. That go in life.
Yes.
What they say, so if it's done on earth, so it shall be in heaven. That's the same thing in life. If it's happening in a intimate relationship, that's the same thing for platonic. That's the same thing for your kids. That's the same thing for everything.
Yep. You right.
Amen, preacher. Thank you. All right, so our producer Gabe is also a comedian, so there's a couple things he wants to hear from you right now. Okay, I got two questions, but they're not the same topic. Let's make this first one short. I just want to get this out the way. Monique's going crazy on the net right now. How do you feel about that?
That's her life.
Okay.
So what is she going crazy about?
So, you know,
she went off on D.L. Hughley.
About a contract, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then her primary goal is like wanting to be paid more.
Women to be paid more. Equality.
Women equality and pay.
And also status. Monique is a hard worker. Monique, if you do your research on Monique was really one of the first females in our age and time to really break through. Monique, if y'all really think before Precious, Monique was that bitch. And even after Precious, she really showed that comedians have range. Nobody for real really... I mean, Richard Pryor had his moments in like Lady Sings the Blues, and Eddie Murphy has always done his thing. Shout out to the GOATs. But Monique, for the females, really showed range in her acting, in her comedy. The Parkers was one of the greatest black shows we've ever had.
Yes.
And so I understand what she's saying. Like, I'm literally Richard Pryor of the females, and y'all bullshitting with me. However, as an up-and-coming comic, I'm smart enough to know that I'm not at their financial level. I'm not speaking on that shit. I might fuck around and mess with D.L. Hughley might like, I'm not, that ain't my fucking...
But do you feel...
March for that shit. I'm supporting that shit as a woman. However, I'm not speaking on none of that because I don't know what happened behind the scenes. It's
we don't care about none of that.
Exactly.
We don't even care about that.
But that's how I'm about anything.
Okay, for facts though. And so, but do you feel like women? Do you feel like the comedy game is equal, or do you feel like it's a work-based thing and how people receive it? Because
what I say, everything in life is pretty much the same. If women don't have the same rights in the regular work field, in the regular work industry, what makes you think we got the same rights in the entertainment industry?
Okay.
Which is
that makes
where
sense.
women literally have to be sexy to be a thing.
Right.
I don't understand why we got to even have some of these conversations anymore. We know it's a problem.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. You're right. You're 100% right.
You know what I'm saying? One, and I'm not talking about Monique. I'm just saying in general. One thing I tell my ladies, keep your legs closed. We've all made mistakes.
That's power.
We've all made mistakes. We've all learned. But if you're young and you're learning from old heads, keep your legs closed. That's power.
That is power.
And what I'm saying, I'm not even gonna go into it. Like you said, keep it short. All I'm saying in layman's terms is whatever power you have, control that power and work with it. And now we live in a world where you can go get it on your own. Don't let these niggas put your shows together.
No cap.
Don't let these niggas put you on shit. Go get your shit yourself.
Put it together
My girl
yourself.
Tata, shout out to Tata Sharice. Y'all go follow her. She just killed her shit. Her and Drizzy, they just put their show together in Philly. Brought me out there to Philly. Shout out to Philly. They showed me mad love.
Yeah.
Packed that bitch out on their own. Michael Blackson showed up to their show.
Damn.
Yeah, perform.
And they from here?
Oh,
No, they from Philly.
They
They
from
from
Philly,
Philly.
okay.
Michael Blackson from Philly, to my understanding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people that threw the show?
Yeah, Tata. She from Philly. I
Okay.
brought her here for my ladies' night. She seen my ladies like damn, Ash, you. Ooh. We had lunch. Boom, boom. She told me what her vision was. I gave her the game that I could give her. Boom, boom. She put that shit into action. That's why I fuck with Tata. That's my sister for life. Literally, pack that bitch out. You know what I'm saying? My point is women, if they ain't giving you your pay, go get that shit
Go
yourself.
get it. Go get it. Go
Fuck
take
out of
it.
here. We black women. Ain't nobody stronger than a black woman. I don't give a fuck what you say. Argue me down. I got time.
Yeah, y'all the strongest for sure.
They ain't paying you, go get your shit. Don't wait for these niggas.
Yep. All the tools is the
And when I
all
say
the tools
niggas, I
are out
mean
there.
people. I ain't talking
I know
about
what you
black
mean.
men. I mean people. And I'm saying that for them.
Okay.
For everybody listening.
Yep.
Yep, that's for y'all.
Man,
Talk that shit.
damn.
That's what we're here for. Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know you was gonna come like this. Yeah.
And I'm talking my shit. I'm honest wherever I go. This what you gonna get
It's
on
the Real
stage
Nigga
too.
Podcast.
It's the Real
we
Nigga
brought the
Podcast.
realest nigga in.
The new
That's how I
Twin
feel
Cities
about what we
podcast, y'all.
Yeah, and I also feel, if I'm being honest, I also feel everything ain't for the stage.
Yeah.
I feel like preserve the relationships that you can have. That's free game. Preserve the relationships that you can keep. Even if you got to make it business. A lot of the time we take our personal and we put it in business, and you have to. My Uncle Newman taught me, one of my mentors. My uncle, thank God he's one of my mentors. He taught me to categorize people. If you learn that somebody is better off as a personal relationship than a business relationship, separate them. If you learn that somebody's better off as business than personal, separate them. But don't bring business and personal to the stage if you're a comic or an artist. And don't do that shit on none of that shit, because you might fuck up other relationships included with that one.
Talk it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
But that ain't to them. I don't know what's going on with them. That ain't my friend. That ain't nothing. I hope to work with both of them.
Right. Oh, hell
There
yeah.
you go.
Facts. At
There
the
you
end
go.
of the day. Facts.
I ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
Yeah, you brought up Queens of Comedy earlier, so it just made me curious about how you felt about that.
I love the Queens of Comedy. One of my first stand-ups that I actually, other than the other shit, one of the first ones that I memorized. I love them back and forth. Some more changed my whole life. I'm like, this bitch
She's
dog
cold.
She's
shit.
definitely
She's cold.
Man,
I had a
she
mouth
is
like that in
amazing.
I was
middle
finna
school.
say, her mouth is
Oh my
always been.
God, she's
Yeah.
the best.
I had a
Yes.
mouth like that in middle school. I'm like, this bitch changed the hula hoop. I'm like, oh my God. Motherfuckers don't be giving some more her credit, but some more, man,
cold.
what? And then Monique's so graceful with her shit, so smooth. Come on, man. And then you got the host. The host, they never talk about Laura. The host, she was so raw with her shit. And if you go back to Def Comedy Jam, she been so consistent, you know. And then you got Adele Givens. Right? Adele Givens is literally like, if I could put it in basketball terms, she's literally like Ray Allen. Like, Adele Givens ain't gonna miss.
Man.
And she could do 100 years in comedy. She gonna always be who she's supposed to be.
You rock with what's her name? Lionel.
Lunel,
Lunel.
come on,
She
man.
cold.
Hell
She
yeah.
cold.
I was
boy.
just trying
Hell
to find
yeah.
her name.
Lunel.
Because I was watching her interview on Breakfast Club.
Yep,
She's
she's
the
cold.
best. Lunel Samora, man.
It's so funny. I met Lunel in Essence Fest. This is before I decided to be a comic.
That's
Literally
cool.
before I decided to be a comic. Or no, I think it's actually the first year I was a comic. It's 2016 is when I first started comedy. I met Lunel in Essence Fest, and she was so like tired. She didn't really want to take a picture, but she did it anyways.
Nice.
And instead of like I fuck with Future, but other than what Future did with Scottie Pippen, I ain't really get mad at Shorty. I literally was on some, now that I'm a comedian and now that I got a little more popularity, now I get it. I'm like, Oh, okay, you was tired. Bro
Okay.
really wanted to eat. Like, sis really was just trying to chill. And I'm thirsty. She probably done took 1,000 pictures today.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I'm thirsty, but she still took that. So I always appreciate that shit. Like, bro, you always been one of my favorite comedians, and you literally took the time to take that picture while you eating. Fuck word.
Oh yeah. So yeah, what was that clip you gave us about getting so we got the roast. You had the roast.
Oh yeah, I put that in there,
wrong.
man. Y'all gotta do a part 2 on that.
I don't gotta do shit. No, I'm just
And that shit was so funny, man. And it was just random. I just love that clip. Y'all, that was like pure form of y'all
I'ma be
just
honest.
roasting.
Can you bring that up for us, Gabe?
Can I tell y'all the truth? I'm gonna let y'all play the clip. Play the clip.
Play the
I'm
clip.
gonna tell y'all my truth. I ain't even spoke on my truth in this clip.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it. All right, go ahead, play it.
You talk hard to make us believe you're funny. Oh, King Day, your ass like Lil Bill. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you? You look like you buying his like drawers. I look, mommy, I want to play with Rosie. Look ugly ass. Fuck wrong with you? Mom, you ugly as hell. You ugly as hell. Oh, King David, she smell like hot dog water. Fuck wrong with? No. Yeah, look.
Oh shit! You look like you borrowed his drawers.
Listen, let me tell y'all about that roast.
Oh
Now you
shit!
trying to watch that roast. I'm gonna tell you about what I don't like about clips. People make clips, and I'm gonna teach y'all, everybody that's watching on my live.
Put them on game.
Clips. They clip their favorite part.
Yeah.
But if you watch that whole roast, I bodied that roast.
Yes.
I
Yeah, you
roasted
did.
everybody and my team and myself.
You did.
Because I came to the roast tired. And when I come to a show tired, I get pissed off. And they was talking shit, but they wasn't talking my kind of shit. And I bodied that roast.
You did. She actually went in
I
on
literally
everybody.
won that roast by myself. Respect to my team. And I'm very humble. If y'all know me, I ain't got to explain that shit. I bodied that shit.
You did.
But don't never, ever, ever post no clip of me on my average. Boy, if you gonna post the whole shit. I'm a professional comic. I don't give a fuck about no viral. See, I appreciate all my followers, everybody that literally supports me. I don't call my followers. They my family, my friends.
Yep, family.
I appreciate it, but fuck all that. I'm a stand-up comic. I do this shit in real life.
You do.
Stop. I ain't never seen Mayweather get in the ring with motherfucking Gilly. And Gilly be boxing his ass off. But he's Mayweather.
Yes.
Stop playing with stuff, folks. I'm standing on that.
He ain't fucking with you.
Where's Sosa when I need him?
Man, we're gonna have to call in next
Fuck
time.
is you talking about?
Man.
I'm not doing it. Stop calling me for these roasts with y'all friends that's funny at the barbecues. Y'all want to roast? I'm going to set it up.
Please. Yeah,
I'm going to call my friends.
Please.
I'm going to call my friends that could hurt my feelings.
Please.
Yeah.
So I can really roast. Because I'm tired of that shit, bro.
Please set it up.
I don't ever talk about that shit, but for real, like,
ahead,
I want
talk
somebody
that
that's
shit
not gonna say the same shit all the goddamn time, bro. You wouldn't even take your hat off, cause you know if I would take it, bro, that hat come off, that's 30 more jokes, and
He said you ugly as hell, like you ain't hurt.
Come on,
Oh, he had on,
bro, come on.
We had weave.
Shout out to my boys though, cause they not.
Yeah.
At that time, they had just started, and they was really holding their shit. But man, fuck all that. I won that shit by myself.
I love it.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
So I got a couple more questions. So
I think Rissa sounded arrogant.
Nah, I mean, shit. That's
Talk
what
your
it
shit.
is. That's what we brought you here for. Cause I mean, literally, over like you said, since June, we've watched you shoot up. You know what I'm saying, through the ranks, and it's only been through working. You feel me? So we only felt it was right to highlight your journey so far. You know, you just got back from Philly and all that shit. So yeah, we just recognizing that shit. And more importantly, as Pride Month is approaching, you feel me? We feel like it's important to, you know what I'm saying, bring a couple guests on the show to represent. You feel
Yes,
me?
sir.
Yeah.
Y'all want to know a secret? I never been to any Pride events ever. I never been to a Pride.
You know, that's really fucking funny
crazy.
you say that because when you look through like your pages and like your content, you're just you, and you definitely put the you know, you put your status on it through the comedy, but like that's it from there. Like it's like you just like, nah, I'm me. That like I don't need
Listen, Sosa. Shout out to my brother, man. That's literally my brother from another mother. He literally empowered me to embrace being Stud Folks. Like, he empowered me. Stud Folks
nigga.
started as a character, but he empowered me in my LGBTQ lifestyle. Him and Miss Pat, I performed with Miss Pat. I had a week with Miss Pat at Thousand Comedy. And I ain't like the shit she told me. I'm one of them motherfuckers like, who the fuck is you talking to? Like, all my friends from Chicago, so I got that Chicago attitude. Man, who the fuck is you? Man, fuck all that. You in my city, man. Don't telling me what the fuck to do. You know? But all the games she gave me, I had to inbox her. Even if she never see it, I told her, I thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, because one day
because I didn't want to hear that shit, but
bro.
that shit resonated so big. And now that I'm so confident in that shit, now you see it everywhere I go.
And one day they're going to look back at that message. You can be like, that's your merch. That's your receipt. Like, yo, I've been trying to mess with you.
Come on. I never went to Pride because I was scared of getting sat down in church. I'm nervous about getting seen by the church folk. I'm singing in DFY. How I'm gonna go to Pride? My granny ain't gonna fuck with that shit. I'm so disconnected from my lifestyle that I don't even know nobody else that look like me, that sound like me, that walk like me, that go through what I'm going through.
Okay.
You know, and so it took me some time. But, you know, even before Sosa, I started getting comfortable. More comfortable. You know, my granny started accepting it. My granddad said, you know, I love you even though you're going to hell. When he said that, I got the okay. You know, that's how my granddad, he talking to whisper, I love you even though you're going to hell. You know, little shit like that. Like,
were you always out, or was that a slow process?
It can't. Like, man, what? Like, I used to sneak. Like, all my girlfriends was my friend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All my girlfriends was that's my homegirl.
Right.
Won't sit next to each other in church. You know, won't sit next to each other at my granny house. This is my friends. You know, until my granny walked in a few times and like, oh yeah, that's more than that. Get out my house type shit. Don't bring her back over here. Like, you know. And so for a long time, and then like I told you, I had my baby, and I wanted to really, it was big on me to resemble what a mother looked like to her, because I never had one. When you lose your mom at 7, you don't remember that shit. Tell me what you had on at 7. Tell me what your mom did at 7. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you really, a lot of time when you learn about pain, sometimes your mind will block out the pain.
Unconsciously.
So I have figments of my mom in my imagination. And I can remember small pieces of her, but I don't have her. And so I really want to exemplify that with my baby. So what a lot of people think now that they know me and they see my social media, they don't even know the story. Like, for a long time, I didn't live in my truth for my child. Come on, man. I've really been out here in these streets, like literally. Yeah. And in doing that, and I'm gonna speak to my women real quick. In doing that, I gave my body to so many niggas that I wouldn't even talk to today as a stud. Like, bro, you can't even be my friend, nigga. You what? Boy, on some homeboy shit, boy. You bet not never.
Lame ass nigga.
Don't never tell me what.
You lame.
My coochie, as far as my coochie, I don't even know you. You know, so.
I've been rejuvenated.
Yeah. Been rejuvenated.
It's been snapped back.
Okay. Man, so yeah, man, for anybody watching, just live your truth. I honestly got my confidence from Tyler, the Creator, in 2010, because in Minnesota, it's triple hard to be yourself. It's triple hard to be yourself as an artist.
Man.
So when
especially
Tyler,
being mixed, right?
Being mixed and living in Brooklyn Park with nobody creative around me. I'm the only nigga that's known for drawing and shit. Anyway, but Tyler was literally preaching that from day one on Twitter. You feel me? He was like, "Fuck that, be yourself," because he was at the time he wasn't out either, but everybody kind of knew what was up.
Yeah.
And but I just his confidence, and I garnered that, like, yeah, fuck, I'm gonna be myself fucking regardless, especially in Minnesota, because it's a great place to be, but not to develop character, because it's character here.
Shout out to my baby Michael, Tyler the Creator, her favorite artist.
Yeah, the best. Did you go to a show at all when he came up here?
Nah, I had to work. I was gonna take my baby, but I had to work, and he came up here during my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my birthday weekend. So literally, like, I think he was up here on the 21st or the 19th or something. My birthday February 20th. So yeah, that was a dub.
Oh, okay.
That was a dub. It was my weekend.
Yep. Shit. So on switching it up too, our producer is also a comedian. He asked us a question on, I think, like our first and second episode. So how do you feel about the comedy scene up here right now? Like you and your team and, you know, everybody you work with seem to be a close-knit thing, and that's really fucking cool. But how do you feel overall? Because in the music world, it's, you know, we're going up, but it's not really united.
It's not united, yeah.
Social media is one thing. So my team on social media, I keep it tight. And that's just because of the work ethic, the time frames. We know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And once you got that bond, it's like a relationship.
Yeah.
But when it comes to comedy, I'm tapped in with everybody that's black for the most part. If I know you and you black, you tapped in with me. I really feel like the black comedy scene is growing and we're all pretty much tapped in with each other. I think since Baddies closed, which was, shout out to Baddies, one of the only comedy club, the only black comedy club ever in Minnesota. But Baddies really helped me to find my voice. And I think the black comedy scene was definitely more united when Baddies was open because we had a place to go.
Yep.
And now the black comics have to literally be the producers and the comics in order to get paid a fair wage.
Yeah.
Because these promoters, I love y'all promoters and I appreciate y'all for showing us love, but fuck all that, man. Y'all be paying these people that come from out of town way more than y'all be paying us. That's that bullshit. Yeah. You got Kevin Hart sitting in front of you. You got your Kevin Hart sitting in front of you. You better promote this motherfucker like Philly. You know what I'm saying? You got your Richard Pryor sitting in front of you. Promote that motherfucker like Peoria, Illinois. You know, you got you got your Chris Tucker sitting in front of you. Promote that shit like Atlanta would. Yeah. You know? And so I think a lot of these promoters will pay the comics $200 to do 30 minutes. And the comics like, fuck all that. We're going to do our own show and make $700 that night. And $700 ain't even a lot for what we're giving. Yeah. You know? But so what happens is we start to spread. Because now we just having to chase our bag instead of being able to be our dream. Yeah. Because the promoters ain't doing what they supposed to do to take care of us as the artists in their city, you know? And so I think the black comedy scene could definitely be more united if we had more people that had the bread to put us on together instead of us having to do our own shows. And as far as the white comedy scene, I think y'all motherfuckers gotta learn that the comedy scene is changing. Stop calling people for $50 shows. Fuck is you talking about? It's $50 to fill my tank up and more than that. You know what I'm saying? The comedy ain't the same no more. If you ain't getting nobody at your shows, don't do them.
Don't do them, please.
Be a comedian. Fuck is you talking? I'm not coming for $25. I'm Ashli Henderson. And I'm not saying that as an arrogant statement. I'm saying that because I have the confidence to know who I am now.
You put that motherfucking work in.
I put that work in. I did $25. I'm not doing the $25 show today.
No.
Unless it's my show and I'm just missing out on the bread because I didn't do my job to promote. Ping, message. Ping. What he used to say in the movies? Message. As a promoter, I have to promote my own show. So yeah, I think the comedy scene could grow more if people will start putting the money behind it, as well as I think the comics in Minnesota are definitely tapped in with each other, and I think we do a great job at supporting each other. Yeah. I think the bullshit with the egos and shit. There's my boy Adrian Washington. Shout out to Adrian Washington in St. Cloud. He told me there's a fine line between arrogance and confidence in comedy because we're the only person in the ring. It's like boxing, and so I think if we control that ego and we keep the confidence side as opposed to the egotistic side, we can definitely get a lot further. Okay. If you notice, Minnesota is one of the places in the state that we got a lot of founders. Jessica Biel's from Minnesota, Prince is from Minnesota, but neither one of them have a statue.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
We just got a Prince.
Prince just getting a mural now.
Yeah.
Neither one of them got a statue.
Yeah.
You go to these other places, the founders, whoever they are, they have statues, they have restaurants, they have streets named after them. We as Minnesota do not support our people. We look to everybody else instead of looking at home. My grandma said I can't wash nobody else's dishes if my kitchen dirty.
Can I jump
same
in
thing
real
with
quick
your artists. I can't go and put $5,000 in a Ha Davis if I got Ashli Henderson here. It's people in Philly that want Ashli Henderson for $10,000. Why I'm gonna pay her $200?
Right.
Talk it.
Nope.
I think Ashli is the perfect example of what's like fucked up about our scene. Like she has a healthier outlook on it than I do because I think it's full of fucking hypocrisy and it's fucking divided because she's doing her shit. She's I saw her a long time ago, knew that she was funny right away, and we have this big thing about people, everyone like in the comedy scene, they're fucking falling all over themselves to award themselves for not being racist, not being like all this shit. But you don't see like there is a black comedy scene. And I started going and doing those fucking shows, and I was the only white person there. And I'm not fucking, I don't think of myself as that fucking dude who, who's, whatever. I'm not out hanging out over on fucking North or whatever all the time. Like, it's not like I'm that, but I fucking loved it because it's my first time that I got to be the different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And kind of talk that way.
Yeah.
And for anybody watching, this is our producer, Gabe.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
Sorry.
He runs the show here.
To speak to that, Gabe, real quick, I want to speak to that. I want you to finish your thought. I think a lot of the time, we as comics, black comics do it too. We go into these different rooms and we switch up our code. It's like when we work a job. Black people, we change our voice. Oh, I'm going from Ashley to Ashley with an I to Ashley with an EY. Oh, hello, hi. You called Ashley. But a lot of the time when comics, when we're a comedian, when we're an artist, they want to see who you are. And when you try to be somebody different, when you're a white person and you try to come into a black room and you talk your shit like a black person, well, now we're seeing what we see every day on social media, which is fraud. If you come into the room and you be the white boy that you are and you talk your white boy shit, this is the shit we're already thinking.
Hold on, are you saying though that I'm changing the fuck what I'm saying?
No.
I'm saying
She's
it's
just
great
saying in
to
general.
come to our rooms
no, that's all I
and
was
be
gonna
the
say.
different person. I think a lot of the time we go to those rooms, even myself, what I say, fingers pointed at me. A lot of times I go to myself and I do what I think is acceptable to white people. And now that I've gained the confidence to be myself wherever I go, when I'm myself, they accept me more. Because I'm being everything that they're already thinking.
Yeah.
Not saying to come and be a statistic, not saying to come and downgrade your community, but what I'm saying is show up as you are.
As you are, yeah.
And you'll get a better response.
And that goes for everybody.
And that goes for everybody.
That's
Go ahead,
the
Gabe.
whole thing of what stand-up is to me. Is just like authenticity, but which is something that I'd say that speaks to you is like that's something right away when I saw you. You know, however many years, like you, I think your baseline being authentic is just there. You know, you just naturally do that. But what I'm saying is fucked up is that. Do you have any shows coming up at Acme this summer?
I don't.
Do you have any shows coming up at House of Comedy this summer? Like a big fucking like a headline weekend.
You're supposed
where
to be
getting,
doing
like,
all that.
Unless I put my own show together, I don't.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying is completely fucked and it's bullshit because everyone wants to act like they're fucking, you know, all these people who put these shows on and shit. They're, you know, they're afraid of you in some way or else they're not supporting.
Gabe,
And
I'll
it's
tell
like,
you this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, and I'm not sure what this will do to my reputation or my relationship, but I'm going to be honest. I was told that ladies' night at the House of Comedy outsold a lot of their actual famous comics.
Sure. Yeah.
And I still have yet to be booked as a headliner.
Right. Right.
I'm the biggest comedian in Minneapolis.
That is crazy.
Well, what
That is crazy.
to me, the whole thing is just that. And it's like this scene is they're gonna make themselves irrelevant, you know, because they're not, you know, they're not doing that shit. They're still stuck in their own way.
Being progressive.
They're not, yeah. And it's just, I don't know.
Do you guys feel like we talk about this a lot. Do you guys feel like there's an appetite for comedy right now in Minneapolis or Minnesota?
There's an
I always
appetite
think
for
it's
comedy
good.
in the
Yeah.
world. People
Yeah.
are learning that comedy is a entertainment field that is untapped and it is very profitable. And if you don't get on it, if you got money to invest in comedy and you're not on it now, then you're behind.
Facts.
Yeah.
Comedy is leading social media.
Yep.
There is not one viral video that is not funny. If you have $10,000 and you have not put a comedy show together, and if you're in Minneapolis and you have not hired Ashli Henderson top dollar as a promoter, then you are behind.
Yeah.
What if someone wants to hit you up for private events? Because I get hooked up with those a lot. They're good money. You whatever, for what it's worth. I think you should hire Ashley. She's fucking great. How would they get at you?
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Follow me at anything, and my email is on everything. My booking is mycoolash1@gmail.com. Otherwise, inbox me.
Yep.
Come on,
And
I'm
that's
my
like the
own
thing.
manager.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
independent right now. Inbox me. Let's get it to it. But don't inquire unless you're serious.
Yes.
And
Oh,
don't
yeah.
come to me as if I've been doing comedy for 2 years.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Also, just to let those people know, because when you do corporates and shit like that, she's got the skill set that's really good for it, which is you can bust balls and shit like that, because they love that for those big corporate things.
And I do clean
she will
comedy.
tear them up if you need.
I do clean comedy. I do church comedy. I do everything.
Man, if you can do that, you're really a true artist.
yeah.
Thank you for chiming in, Gabe.
I can't do that part, the last part she said. So.
Shout out to Gabe.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gabe.
Thank you for chiming in, Gabe. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, you're really a true artist if you can handle both, because there are a lot of comics that resort to like basic comedy, like cursing a lot or talking about their wife or talking about like how they can't have sex. And so if you can do clean comedy, that is
fuck you.
Everything is learning. Everything is learning.
Hey, no offense to you, Gabe.
Nah, that's no offense.
Everything is learning. Listen, there's something for everybody. If you can't do it, stick to what you know and maximize on that. However, if you can learn how to better your best, my Uncle Newman's dad taught him. The moment you stop learning, you might as well roll over and die because you got it all figured out. If you can learn how to better something, better your best, and get the bag that comes with it. Because money isn't everything. Money changes a lot.
Yeah. Money, what did Kendrick say? I look at money like a resource.
It's a resource. Yeah. It's a vehicle.
Yeah.
Get you to that next destination.
Hell yeah. And that's the second episode now that, we talking about that. If you think you know it all, you don't know anything. You feel me? Yeah, shout out to Prof. And now shout out to Ashley.
Yes.
I love Prof. Another hard worker. Prof don't even know. I heard through the grapevine that Prof, everything is organized through Prof. When I heard that, I organized everything.
Yeah, but he did.
I said, Prof got his shit popping on YouTube. I need my shit popping on YouTube.
Yeah.
Whatever Prof doing, I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it better. And not to say that I'm better than Prof, but because he maximized it, now I got to double that.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Shout out to Prof. He don't even know. I don't know this man from a can of paint, but I heard about his work ethic and I learned from it.
Shout out.
I'm not ready to roll over and die.
Yeah, and that's what the show is about, man.
Yeah, pushing the culture forward. Hopefully, we get more comedy shows that involve, big black comedians inside of big comedy clubs like Acme and House of Comedy.
House of Comedy is the one that's in the Mall of America, right?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Sir. And I shout out to House of Comedy. They do fuck with me. I don't want to say nothing bad about the House of Comedy, but I will say that, man. If you see somebody in your city finna pop, bro, don't wait till after they pop to come fuck with them because you're going to get that attitude.
Right? They brought Trevor Wallace here, who is one of my favorite comedians on the internet, but they brought him here before you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
It's my home club, so I mean, I'm just whatever. I would say that to them. But my point is that it's about fucking exactly what she's saying. You fucking pick yourself up, does her own shit. You don't have to wait for the club. Honestly, Motivation to Hustle fucking comedy night, dude. Like that would be fucking great. There's many good shit.
You don't even know I did 2 shows already. Laugh Now.
One of them was at First Avenue.
Laugh Now, a Vibe Later.
Yes, you did. Damn, you did.
Come on, man.
Already been on it.
But I'm gonna definitely tap in with Ashley for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. We needed.
I had Pierre Douglas as the headliner.
That's my dog. Shout out to Pierre. That's the general of comedy in Minnesota.
Yep.
That's the governor. Excuse me, I'm the general.
He know. He sold out the show. So we definitely
shout
gonna
out to
tap
Pierre
in.
Douglas, man. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for that man. I love my brother. That's gonna be my brother no matter what he do. He ain't even got no choice.
He's funny as hell.
And he's definitely gonna
like
do
Chuck,
something.
You hear me? That nigga's like gum on the bottom of my shoe. You hear me?
Yeah. I wish he'd do the Baddies Club again, man.
Man, shout out to Pierre. God got something bigger for him.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Baddies was a taste.
Man.
Yeah.
We need
so
that.
how long we
and in that, shout out to Bruce and Brandon.
All right.
Yep, Brandon
Pierre
too.
wasn't a part of that by itself. Shout out to Bruce Leroy Williams and Brandon Ridley.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to Brandon Ridley. He was on the show too. Yep.
Grew up with that nigga, man.
Yep.
All right, man. Sound like this episode was destined, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like to me.
For sure.
Sir, me and Brandon used to live 2 houses down from each other. Man, shout out to Oski Warren.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
For sure.
Damn.
Well, anything you want to let the world know? You've been preaching for 2 hours.
True, 2 hours. This is longest show.
Big Stud, Coochie Chronicles, the album dropping this summer. Shout out to Ricky Collins. That's my man. She producing that shit. Other than that, follow me at My Cool Ash, y'all. I'm out of this bitch. I gotta pee. This liquor getting to my blood.
Yeah, we're gonna show her the bathroom, man.
And this is the new Twin Cities podcast, episode 12.
Yes, sir.
Motivation to Hustle.
See y'all later, man. Ashli Henderson. Go check that out. Like and subscribe, y'all. And let us know how y'all feel, man. Leave some comments, man. Tell us your favorite part of the show. Let us know. Peace out, y'all.